Okay, well, this is take two. I'm back. It's been a long time. It's been so long that I just set up my GoPro to start a video, and it said I had like 51% battery, and it lasted like maybe 30 seconds and shut off. So this battery says 94%, so hopefully it'll last long enough to make this video. We'll see. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll recognize right away that I'm no longer driving a day cab for Raven Transport out of Jacksonville, Florida. I left there mid-August. It was a horrible job, horrible company. The pay sucked. I enjoyed the work as far as pretty much doing the same thing every night. It was easy, drop and hook usually, about 99.9% of the time. So it was easy, but it got to the point where they were constantly, I would get a text message before it was time to go to work, and they'd say, "There's no loads tonight, just stay home." So that happened way too many times to stay working there. So I had to do something, and after being an owner-operator, I couldn't see myself going back to being a company driver over the road. So I was looking into doing a lease purchase and doing some research on all the different programs out there, and I figure lease purchase is not for everyone. If you're interested in it, if you've been researching it, just know that it's not for everyone. Not everyone can do it. Not everyone is going to make a success out of it. My situation is different than most people. I'm single. I don't have any family, so I don't really need to go home, like, ever. And my lease on my apartment was ending, so I figured, what the hell? Why would I continue paying outrageous rent on a one-bedroom apartment in Florida, knowing that if you're going to do a lease purchase, you can't be going home all the time, or you fail. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make any money. You got to stay out. So I made the decision to, when my lease ended, just give up my apartment and pretty much just live in the truck, live on the road. And that's the only way that I believe that you can actually make a lease purchase work. Because I don't have rent to pay anymore, and I got rid of my pickup truck, so I don't have a truck payment, I don't have car insurance. Pretty much the only bill I have is my cell phone and my Wi-Fi hotspot with Verizon, which is another reason why I didn't start making videos right away when I got this job, because I wanted to wait until I had a Wi-Fi hotspot so I could actually upload them in a reasonable amount of time. And then I got really sick with pneumonia. Luckily, it just happened to be when I was going to take my home time, which for me, my home time is, if I go somewhere I want to hang out for a day or two, I'll get a motel room. Just to get out of the truck, get a break from it, relax, handle some errands, whatever, do laundry. And I figure, you know, I've been doing it like every 4 to 6 weeks, I'll take a few days off. And since I don't have any bills, it doesn't really hurt me to take a few days off. Now, if I was trying to go home every other weekend, that's not going to work when you're a lease purchase driver. So just know that if you're thinking about doing lease purchase, just know that you're going to have to be on the road. Especially if you go with one of the other companies where you have a set truck payment that has to be paid no matter what. Because with those companies, if you want to go home, a lot of times you'll go in the hole because you have to still pay that truck payment. I went with JCT, John Christner Trucking, because number one, the lease payment is based on how many miles you drive. It's so many, I think it's like 26 cents per mile is your lease payment. So if you do take some time off, you're not going in the hole. There's still like $125 a week of a lease payment that has to be paid no matter what. And the other charges that, you know, your insurance, bobtail insurance that you get through them, the paying for the tablet, e-logs, stuff like that, it comes out to like $325, $350 a week. That's automatic. You have to pay that. So when you go home on home time, you're still going to have to come up with that money. So if by chance you take like a lot of time off and the pay period coincides with you going, it's you could end up in the hole, but it's not likely with JCT. Even if you go home, chances are you're going to have enough on that pay period to cover those mandatory fees that you have to pay. But not having a set truck payment every week really helps out if you want to take some time off. But like I said, when I was taking some home time at a hotel and I got really sick, I had pneumonia so bad that I pretty much just laid in bed and had to get DoorDash to bring me a whole bunch of medicine and orange juice and food. And after that, I got better, but I was still, anytime I had to talk, I would like cough up a lung. So I couldn't really do YouTube videos because I couldn't talk without coughing up a lung. So I had to wait until that got better. Now I can talk without coughing up a lung. So I figured it's time to make a YouTube video. I want to get back into doing it. Even if nobody watches it, hopefully somebody will, but what I've been doing is, since my situation is I don't have any bills, I'm not really stressed. I've got more money in the bank than I've ever had in my life. It's been pretty good so far with JCT. I haven't had to sit and wait for a load. Most of the time, they'll send me a pre-plan like right before I make my delivery, so there's not a whole lot of sitting around waiting for a load, you know what I'm saying? Except for currently right now today. But that's not really their fault. I had a load that was supposed to pick up today at 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in Dallas, Texas, and it got canceled. So it was a load going to Walmart in Reno, Nevada, and I just came off of 34 to get a fresh 70, and that was my load to get back out on the road, and it got canceled today right before I was getting ready to head over there and pick it up at Americold in Dallas. But I'm not really mad about it because I spent last night at the Fuel City truck stop in Mesquite, Texas, and they have a little taco place in there, and I went in, got a couple tacos and some elote, and I woke up this morning and those tacos did not agree with my body. So I'm not mad about not having a load right now because I can sit here at a truck stop close to a bathroom, if you know what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, I just sent my dispatcher a message and said, hey, go ahead and set my availability for tomorrow morning. Had some bad tacos last night, so I need to stick close to the bathroom for today, if you know what I mean. Which they probably wouldn't have found me anything for today anyway. They were probably looking for something for tomorrow morning anyway, but I just wanted to make sure so the planners aren't wasting their time trying to find me a load today. They can just look for one for tomorrow morning. But I left the Fuel City truck stop in Mesquite and came down here to the Flying J in Dallas on Bonneview Drive. Man, this truck stop is ghetto as hell. Almost every spot in here